Hey you guys, I am coming to you from the nature today, and it's so amazing to be up here by the lake and in the forest again. And as you know, if you've been here for a while, I love making videos in the nature because the frequency is it's amazing. And now the spring is just about to start. Well, it has started. There's still snow, as you can see, but it has melted a lot. And even the ice on the lake is starting to melt. It's sunny and it's not very cold, it's just only a tad bit cold, which is a lot of improvement. It's been a long winter. So I wanted to talk a bit on transparency today. I've been in a trance channel today, and as you know, when I go into a trance channel, I can't remember much when I come out of it, so I had to re-listen to the recording to really get the messages and the details of it. And I've been listening to a bit of it, and I will go more into it and dissect it this evening, and start preparing for a video on it, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to make a couple of comments on it now, because there's been several of you reaching out to me asking for some guidance, and also I've been seeing people in my own life, and from the people that have contacted me that have had rather abrupt challenges or changes in their lives, really, the last few weeks. And the information I got today has to do with a very, very sudden shift that has happened. And I will explain a bit more about that in the next video. But I wanted to just give you some reflections on the authenticity and transparency right now, because this is something that is very important. I think it's very helpful in navigating whatever is happening in your life, whatever might happen, whatever we are going to meet in the time coming. Also, I wanted to make a couple of announcements. I will just do that really quickly first. I've decided to put out on my Instagram page when I have the ability to spontaneously open for extra personal sessions. I will do that, and I will announce that in the story on my Instagram page, because that will be like on the same day. So if that is something that could be interesting for you, I'll put a link to my Instagram page in the description, and then just follow that. And if you want sessions and you don't want to do it suddenly and spontaneously like that, you can always book sessions on my website and contact me through email to book sessions. And also tomorrow, which is today, it's Wednesday, so tomorrow it's Thursday, I will be on live with Dr. Joe Delaney again on his show Getting Real with Dr. Joe. So if you want to watch that live, that will be on his Facebook page. I would love to see you guys there as well. Now, transparency. In our changes, in everything that we are moving through right now and in the time coming, it is about the unconscious becoming conscious. That is really like the core of what is happening, right? And as we are becoming conscious of things we didn't know, because we can only be authentic to the degree that we know ourselves. And when we gain new awarenesses, the ways we are will change. The ways we make decisions, the decisions we make, the way we do it, the way we behave, our thought patterns, our reactions, everything are changing. And it has been, it's always like that. When you become aware of something new, there will be changes happening. The difference now is that it's happening very, very quickly. And while we are moving through that, try to come back to focusing on transparency. Because transparency, you guys, is quite neutral. And this is the gift of it in a situation that can be heated, where we are in a lot of emotional turmoil, or there's a lot of thoughts going on, and we're maybe completely stuck in our own thoughts, in those patterns, and in the midst of, everything that is just in the situation, how we relate to the other people, how the other people are reacting, how like everything that can get so complicated in our thoughts and in our emotions. But try to take a step back and try to, as much as you can in the situation with the other people that are in the situation with you, or in the trigger, or in the argument, or in the challenging circumstance, or whatever it is. Try to be as transparent as possible. You can just be open. Say what is moving through you. Say, I am feeling like this. I'm feeling like this. Right now, this is what's happening. And it's not, because the difference, if it's coming into just the old patterns moving, or using something to manipulate in a way that you want to direct what other people are doing, or you're just wanting to be in a victim state with it, that is not really transparency, because that is having an agenda and using what you're in for something. Transparency is much more neutral than that. Transparency is taking a step back, saying that this is how it feels, this is the emotions I'm just caught up in, knowing that it's not the one and only truth. Saying that these are the thoughts, this is how complicated things looks in my mind right now, in my emotions. Talk it out, let the other people as well do that. Because with that awareness and with that openness, there's so many things that can get so much easier. And it builds trust in you and between people. It really always comes back to and depends a lot on the sun is leaving behind the hill right now. It always, of course, depends a lot on what is going on in the situation. What kind of patterns? If it's an abusive situation, don't stay in it. But in most dynamics with people, things can become so much easier and so much less complicated if we just practice putting words on what we're feeling, what we're hearing in our thoughts, and getting it out. And letting the other people do that as well. Without an agenda, being neutral. Because with that, there is an opening for change, there's an opening for a solution. And there is an opening for so much deeper awareness, and for what has been unconscious to become conscious. That is incredible. And I have seen this in situations where I've been in guiding people, and it's just fascinating to see how complicated. I mean, I see this in my own life as well. I am, a typical overthinker. And if I get caught in my own head, I have, a couple of friends that will call me out on it immediately. And then just by them saying a few sentences, it's just like my whole construction of a whole world of how this can go and what can happen and whatever it is I'm making of it. It just falls down and it's like, oh my goodness, it's actually pretty simple. It's just me overcomplicating things because I'm getting up in my head and into all the stories or into all the emotions. But the transparency is actually taking a step back and saying that, hi, I am caught up in my emotions and caught up in my thoughts right now. This is what is happening in me in this dynamic. What is happening in you? Let's try to gain some more of a neutral perspective on it and see what can arise, because then we also invite for any unconscious patterns to be seen in a new light, and that can create big changes and a lot less stress in the body, because we don't hold on or stay sort of stuck in the emotions and the thoughts. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I will be back soon with a video on the channeling that I did today. I would love to hear in the comments how you guys are, what is going on in your lives, and also if there are topics you want me to go into on videos, please put it in the comments. I can't promise that I will come back on anything, but if I get guidance on going into some of the topics, I would really love to do it. I love to have a bit more contact with you guys and see what you want. And thank you everyone, as always, for subscribing, for liking, for sharing. It really helps the work to circulate. That means a lot to me. I hope you're doing well. Keep your focus on being transparent. Be as honest you can with yourself and with those around you. And have a lot of compassion with both you and with the people in your life. Bye bye from the nature. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.